Brian Little.
I believe that to achieve it, you must not look for it, rather it finds you. And as long as you're pursuing excellence, or at least striving to fulfill your purpose, then you, at least, are flirting with the possibility of achieving greatness. What we do have, what we may know, is our ability, our talent, the application of our craft, earning a living and gaining a measure of success from it. However, this is somewhat limiting in the sense that we're solely focusing on producing something of worth from labouring our craft, when in actual fact, we're not fully cognizant of the gravity of our work by not considering how and when our works will impact people and time itself. Like life itself, we cannot see what's around the corner. We must simply trust the process and exercise patience in order to see greatness unfold, or maybe not see it unfold at all. It's a small club. Rarely does one experience greatness in their time as a result of their works, as the future often holds its key. Vincent van Gogh saw very little success while he lived, yet years after death, his paintings, as well as his name, have become iconic as well as financially sound within and even beyond the world of arts. Van Gogh knew nothing of the magnitude of his work while he painted, only that he followed his passion to paint and be appreciated by both peers and patrons. Therefore, greatness, for the most part, eludes us and lives beyond our years in future appreciative minds that interpret our legacies. But there are also events that occur where a moment defines us while not necessarily seeking greatness. Even under such circumstances, we're not aware of the gravity of events while acting in those moments, as their power and energy drags deep-seated integrity out of us and to the fore for the betterment of others. The New York City police officers, firemen and ambulance service personnel during 9/11, the rescue efforts of 33 miners in Chile, these character-testing events thrusted greatness into brave men acting selflessly in the midst of chaos and adversity. The common denominator here is that we should not necessarily seek greatness, but more so pursue the best of life and cultivate our talents in doing so, as we have very little to no control over how it ultimately materializes. In an interview, Jack Grapes, award-winning playwright and teacher on the concept of method writing, spoke on the accident of genius, where he said that there is no formula in creating genius, as it comes in a moment that we least expect it to arise, except that we live in that creative moment suspended from the thought of creating and residing in the zone, by going beyond thinking and being in a state of freedom, acting without reservation or fear of failure. Genius, therefore, is synonymous with greatness. Those entities are to some degree beyond us and require qualification in reaching them, and will possibly surface by way of our substantive acting upon and out of what we're blessed with, our talent. In conjunction to this, the famous maxim from the movie Gladiator comes to mind, where Maximus says, "What we do in life echoes into eternity," which I take to mean that our actions throughout our time can outlive us, and it's up to us how we shape them for remembrance in the future. We can affect future in our lifetime through our works, but how they will be perceived rests posthumously on writers of history living beyond our time. It's been said that Coltrane became insular and retreated when he wrote his now iconic album A Love Supreme, and of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., his work in the struggle for his own people and ultimately others has become legendary. In light of their exemplary work, both men have earned the right to echo into eternity, yet in their time, they knew nothing of their work's eventual magnitude in the future. They were just acting in their moment, being in the zone, a higher consciousness, and now both men bear the luminous mantle of genius, rightfully attached to their names. Great men whose grand efforts reach us even to this day and will continue to do so ad infinitum.